Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. Liftoff.
What is up, guys? Hunter Klein here, bringing you this week's episode of Interplanetary Monkeys, episode number 99. Now, we'll let you guys behind the scenes a little bit here and tell you that this is my second time recording this episode. Why? Well, I recorded the first episode this morning, trained out some clients out in the field, had some fun, got out in the sun. Talked to some new potential clients that saw us training and were very interested in what we were doing, which was awesome. Get home, go to upload the episode, press playback, and there was this insane buzzing in the microphone. How insane? It sounded like there was a jet testing its engine capacity right outside my apartment. It was not good. It was quite literally unplayable, unuploadable. It was not even close to standards. It was grueling. So because of that, we're giving it a second shot today, and to be honest, I'm somewhat thankful for it. Yes, what is it? Third time's the charm? Well, this time it's second time's the charm. Things have been interesting for me, guys. First off, news this week is pretty lame. We're going to talk on news, but it's going to be nowhere near what it was last week. I don't know why I was so infatuated with a lot of the things that were going on in the world last week. But it just felt very in line with my interests. This week, we have some good ones. We have some good topics to talk on. But I've been doing a little reflecting recently. I am in a very fortunate time in life, and I'm very transparent about how thankful I am for the best position I'm at in regards to my work. For example, guys, I just worked an hour, and it's Sunday, and it was beautiful. I was glad I was on my way to the field at 12. I'm thankful I get to do what I do. It's absolutely unbelievable that I get to call it a job, and that I can live off of it. And to top it all off, what I'm doing when I'm not working, my new project that I'm going to talk about a bunch today, but not really in depth because of NDA reasons and copyright and making sure that we protect our intellectual property. Life is just insanely exciting right now. and the biggest positive that's come out of the golden ticket is what we deemed it a couple episodes. The golden ticket, my ticket out to guarantee that I am my own boss forever. This project I'm working on, this virtual expansion, for whatever reason, the ambition, the possibility, and the true belief I have in the project has ridden me of any jealousy or envy. Two things that I used to battle with immensely before starting this project. You know, I champion someone who loves what they do and finds success in it. But I would be lying to you and myself if I didn't say that when I watched these people succeed, part of me was jealous, or is innately jealous. And this is relatively gone now, and I'm thankful for it. And I can't put my finger on it exactly what it is, but it's just, I don't know. I appreciate, and I'm more as much as anybody, I'm willing to admit a hard worker when I see one. But before I was on this journey, before I had something to stay busy with and look at and say, you know what, this is my ticket. I truly believe in this project. I've done the research. The market is there. Before having this project, it was more like, yeah, they worked hard, but they got lucky. Damn, I need to get lucky. And it seems as if I've finally gotten lucky. And not lucky in a way where I'm instantly successful, but lucky in a way where my skills, passions, and the path that I've taken in the last couple of years has brought me upon an opportunity, a unique opportunity, and a one in a million business idea that I believe undoubtedly will succeed in one way or another. Now, what degree it will succeed, whether that means that the software will get 1 million downloads or 50,000, one way or another, I do believe there's success here. And I guess the thing here is, the thing that's changed is I actually have something I truly believe in. Something that I don't really need to get lucky to succeed. Yeah, there is some luck that I need in funding and meeting the right investors. But I think at the end of the day, if we work hard enough on it, it will come and it will happen. And again, this is a very unpolished idea and discussion, so I apologize for the floatiness. But it's something interesting that's happened. Okay? Again, to reiterate, top down. I used to battle with jealousy and envy in people who succeeded, regardless of whether or not I was able to admit that they were truly talented, right? Or obviously people at the top of their craft are good at something or specialize in something. And I can recognize that and appreciate that. But there was always this little pocket of like, damn, I need that for myself. I think it's okay to be jealous. People say jealousy is terrible. No, it's completely okay for you to want what someone else has. I think that's a huge driver in success. Wow, I see Joe Rogan. Yeah, I'm jealous as shit that he gets to be himself in front and make millions of dollars off of it. I would love that. Okay, so now I work for it. Now, I think the term jealousy can get bad when it starts converting into hate. When that jealousy comes out as hatred. Yeah, I'm jealous Joe Rogan has a podcast, and then you start slamming on him. Well, he just talks into a microphone. What the heck? So that's toxic jealousy. But I think jealousy is a good driver of success. And I was always jealous. I wanted to chase or have success in something and have an opportunity to make it out in italics, whatever that means. And I think for the first time in my life, I truly believe I have an honest shot. I truly believe it. Not, me saying, yeah, we can make it. This is it. We're going to be millionaires, bro. Yeah, this is it. No, not saying it to anybody. Maybe some close family members, but truly believing it, doing the research. I'm sitting at my desk from 8 to 4 p.m. until I go to training sessions, studying the market, creating this 53-page document that just outlines every aspect of the business, every threat, every weakness, every strength, knowing this product inside and out. So I can go into a meeting room, and at the end of the day, after all of this, after slamming my project so hard, after being as critical as possible, I still look at this 52-page document. I can still sit in front of a room and talk to anybody and say, I believe that this is a multi-million-dollar project. I truly do. I truly do. Not only do the numbers show it, but I see the demand for this product on the field, right? I am a coach in real life. Okay, I'll give you guys a briefing, okay? There is a fundamental issue in the strength and conditioning world, and that being that there are a lack of strength and conditioning coaches willing to offer commercial services. As a result, there's high demand, low supply, and prices are extremely high, upwards of $120 an hour. Okay? Which isn't that big of a problem for rich people. But it is a huge problem for less financially fortunate, less financially stable families. And what you see in the industry is rich people's children getting the highest level of strength training, like professional level, sport-specific, position-specific training. And you have poor families sitting by the wayside as they watch their more rich counterparts absolutely exponentially grow in skill because of their proper training. Not only do they sit by the wayside and watch these people develop incredibly fast, but some of them try to keep up on their own. And I've witnessed young kids get injured because they don't have the resources and utilities to train at high intensity, but they feel like they have to keep up. What if we could make strength and conditioning available to everyone, regardless of income? And that's where I'll leave it. Okay? And it is so much more developed than that. To the point where I'm looking at drafting up, in what order are we going to hire certain individuals for our project? The market's there, and the competition is dog shit, guys. One of the strongest points of my presentation right now is pulling up competition in the field and seeing how terrible these apps are. It's like, are you kidding me? No one's thought about this yet. Fortunately enough, I'm in a very old industry. A lot of strength and conditioning coaches are generally old. Coming up as a youngster, one of the first people in my field to grow up in the technological era, everything is going virtual, and we are behind. This field is behind, and I am going to change it. Mark my words, family. I will revolutionize the strength and conditioning industry. And I'm not saying that to manifest anything. I'm saying that because I truly believe it. And I'm telling you guys, just watch. Big things are coming. Big things are coming. I just need to get the proper investing and get the right people in the room with me. Because if I can talk about this product and really lay down all this work that I've put in to make sure that this is a worthy investment, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer, guys. So I'm excited. And again, I'm not, for the first time in many, many years, I'm not concerned with what anybody else is doing. I'm not concerned with the success that a Twitch streamer has or a YouTube streamer has or what kind of content and how they got popular. I don't care. I don't care that some guy got $2 million off an NFT. I don't care. None of that sounds appealing to me. The only thing in this world that sounds appealing to me right now, truly, if I'm going to get wealthy, it's going to be getting wealthy off of a project that I curated over many, many months. If I'm going to have success in my field, it's going to be from a product like this. All I care about is this project being successful from the bottom of my heart. And it feels so fucking good for the first time, maybe in my life, to be so tunnel visioned on something truly to the point where nothing else matters other than, family and friends. So that's it. I mean, that's where we're at in life. I know generally I keep personal conversations told for the end of the episode, but I couldn't wait this week. It's been on my mind crazy. It's been on my mind crazy. I'm very thankful for my headspace right now, and it's absolutely beautiful. In regards to the world news, what's going on? Okay. Now, you guys know, this is your monthly reminder that the podcast is called Interplanetary Monkeys for a reason. And because of our extreme interest in the perspective of being an interplanetary species, the hope that humans get off planet Earth and diversify our planetary home bodies. Jeff Bezos said this last week that humans, or Jeff Bezos predicted that humans will be born on floating cities at some point in the future, and they will visit Earth on vacation. Now, I don't really care what your political views are on these wealthy people. Okay, we could talk all day about the negatives of the rich. Billionaire tax evasion, billionaire tax strategies, yada, 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 not paying their employees. I don't care what your political opinions are on this. Okay, I want to remove all political jargon, political stances from this conversation, and purely talk about how valuable it is that some of the wealthiest people on Earth, some of the most powerful, wealthy humans on planet Earth, have the primary interest of making us an interplanetary, space-bearing civilization. That is so important for the longevity of our species. And while it is very important to focus on daily lives, to keep your world small, to focus your lens in on things and grind it out, such as a business endeavor like me, there is extreme value. I truly believe this, guys, in pulling back the lens every week, 2 weeks, month, 6 months, year, once a year. It's fine. And just thinking about our place in the universe. Okay. It really is a powerful tool. Yeah, it can be terrifying, frightening, overwhelming, make you question what the hell you're doing. But at the end of the day, taking a step back, pulling back the lens, and really coming to terms with, where we are, a vast universe on a small rock, makes it overwhelmingly obvious that the most important and only important things are that you smile and have fun on this journey of the human experience. Now that's very floaty, and you probably don't give a shit about what I just said if you've got a bill to pay tomorrow and your car just broke down on the side of the road, and that's okay. We need to think about the small things. We get caught up in life. We have to get caught up in life to succeed. But that doesn't mean that there's not extreme value in every now and then, once in a blue moon, pulling back the lens and asking the question, what the hell is the universe? What are we doing here? And what does that mean for me? Okay. Not the easiest thing to think about for some people. Some people it's easier than others, more likely because they've done it more than once, or they've experienced in the universal perspective, I guess. But I think there's extreme value there. So if you haven't tried, go for it. All right. Absolutely go for it. Now, news this week, like I said, is dry. And for whatever reason, there are still these clickbaity news articles on concerns about new COVID waves. New COVID wave in Europe is a sign for the United States to buckle down. I am not trying to talk down the COVID virus. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy theory. I'm not talking about vaccinations. I'm purely talking about the perspective of the public and media to the virus. I understand 1 year in writing news articles and kind of scaring people. I understand 2 years in writing news articles, kind of scaring people, fear-mongering a bit. But it's getting to the point where, sooner or later, we're going to have to come to the realization that this thing isn't going anywhere anytime soon. COVID's going to be around for a while. Okay? And I realize that COVID news articles are fairly important right now and we need people to mask up. But my question becomes, when are these news articles going to stop? For the last 3 years straight, I'm seeing news articles of single COVID-related deaths that have some sappy title that are made to make you feel like you're going to kill one of your relatives next week. Like, oh, unvaccinated wife killed daughter. It's like, what? Like, I wish I could have done so much more, in quotations. Like, guys. Okay, it's getting a bit much. Okay, and I'm sure these journalists justify their news articles writing by saying, we need to fear the masses into actually abiding by regulations. Okay, but we got to end the train soon. I've been seeing these articles for 3 years now. Almost 3 years now. It's exhausting. Okay, and there are certainly cases of other diseases, sicknesses, illnesses that have just as gruesome stories that aren't being picked up by the headlines. And you could defend that again by saying we need to scare people in COVID to follow regulations, but who knows, guys? Like, it was pretty exhausting. That combined with the just lack of news in online this week was really too much to handle. Now, on a more lighthearted note, there was a fugitive behind one of America's most notorious bank robberies that got identified this last week. It was a 52-year search. Okay, a 52-year search for what, you might ask? Well, Ted Comrade was working as a bank teller at a Society National Bank in Cleveland when he robbed his employer in 1969 for $215,000. Now, $215,000 in 1969 is the 2021 equivalent to around $1.7 million because of inflation. This man walked out of a bank he worked at for $1.7 million worth of buying power and wasn't caught for 52 years. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Apparently, he robbed this place on a Friday evening, and the bank didn't know the money was gone until Monday morning. And by that time, he was out of the state and ready to get his name changed. Not only did he get away, but he died before getting caught. That's right, he died of lung cancer. It's absolutely incredible. I'm sorry, but this guy's kind of a badass. Okay? Apparently he stole the money in a paper bag too. It's like, holy cow. Are you kidding me, bucko? What kind of shitty investigating is going on here? You got nothing? He walked out with a paper bag? It's that easy? This guy was one of America's most wanted criminals, and he robbed a bank with a brown paper bag. I don't know about that one, buddy. That's Cleveland, Ohio for you, I guess. That is Cleveland, Ohio for you, I guess. A big thing in recent news has been Colin Kaepernick's documentary on how and why the NFL is essentially modern-day racism. Now, I have not seen the documentary, so I'm going to save the judgment. I do want to watch it, but I'm going to go out and say, no. We're really reaching here, buddy. The NFL is a voluntary system. The NFL is a system that pays its employees insanely well. You become one of the richest individuals in the United States instantly by signing an NFL contract. Again, I haven't watched the video. It's in other opinion. I've heard some reviews on it and opinions. It's doing true and real racism that goes on in the world a disservice. It really is. When you reach for stuff like this, when you reach for calling things that are not racist, it shuts people down to the real conversation about racism and drawing attention to real racism that's going on in the world. This is too much. I don't know if Colin Kaepernick still plays football, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say no, he doesn't. Because one, if he was playing football, he wouldn't go after the NFL like this. And two, if he was playing in the NFL, he wouldn't be desperate enough for attention to reach on such a crazy accusation like this. Again, he may have some fantastic points in the documentary, and I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try to go in with an open mind and see what he has to say. But right off the bat, this sounds like a little much. Now, of course, we got to talk about it, guys. The last conversation of the day being the Kyle Rittenhouse case. It's a complicated one, guys. Okay, so here's my opinion. Do I think Kyle Rittenhouse is guilty? I think Kyle Rittenhouse is guilty for being an absolute dumbass. And if he didn't get trialed for, actually murdering someone, he should be trialed for something. Let's be completely honest. This kid is a fucking moron. He is. How is it legal for a 17-year-old kid to carry an assault rifle at a violent riot protest? How was that legal by himself? That should not be legal. I'm down for people carrying guns. I'm down for concealed carry. I don't care if you hold a pistol on you, if you have the necessary whatever. But to give a 17-year-old kid this, a riot should be illegal. Parents should be reprimanded. Now, here's the problem with the case. It's almost impossible to say he's 100% guilty. It's easy to say he's 100% an idiot. But 100% guilty, no. The videos, if you watch them in the case, the line was just too gray, guys. It was too gray. He was getting attacked. Were those attacks threatening on his life? Probably not. But you could argue so. And that's essentially what lost him the case. Yeah, he really wasn't in that much of danger at any point, but it was dangerous enough for him to justify shooting. There were people that had guns. He was getting attacked. He had multiple people were on him. And it's just like, guys. I bet the jury was not happy with having to come to that decision. And I bet a lot of people are extremely upset at the prosecutor for not doing a better job of making it easier to claim that he was 100% guilty. Because I tuned into the case for about 30, 45 minutes, I think maybe an hour. And for the entire time I was in there, it was quite literally the judge bashing the prosecutor for breaking rules and them arguing. It looked fucking terrible, dude. It looked terrible. I wanted nothing more than for Kyle Rittenhouse to be charged because he's an absolute moron and deserves some type of reprimand for those poor decisions. But the entire time I was like, you can't. You can't say he's guilty with this dogshit prosecutor. It was rough. Again, I think it was impossible in that case for a jury to claim without doubt that he was guilty because Kyle Rittenhouse rode the gray line so hard. Yeah, he was careless, dumb, and probably went over the line, but he was almost slightly, sort of, kinda in danger. Now, the interesting thing is, could Kyle Rittenhouse put himself in danger purposely to use his gun? Absolutely, and we'll never know. Could he have gone into those riots with the intention of getting attacked? Yes. Could he have went into those protests with the intention of shooting someone? Sure. We won't know. No one cares. There's no proof. It's muddy, guys. It's muddy. So am I surprised with the decision? No. Am I upset with the decision? Yes. I don't necessarily think that he needs to be charged with the highest degree of murder, but I do think that he needs to be reprimanded in some sort of way. You should not be able to carry an assault rifle at the age of 17 at a riot. That is not okay, guys. I don't believe so. Whatever, it's America. And if word gets out I'm talking like this, I'm going to have the Texans roll up on me. I'm picking outside my apartment complex. But things are going good, guys. Like I said, life is spicy right now. I think I'm on to something, and I really think I have a ticket out. Who knows if it'll work? Guys, if I fail miserably, just know that I had a fucking journey, a beautiful, exhilarating ride to try. It was a beautiful, exhilarating attempt. That every morning I woke up to work on my business, my expansion, my virtual app. It was a fucking journey, and I was invigorated by the possibilities and the potential. And truly believed, with all the negatives, weaknesses, threats in mind, truly still believed that it could be successful. And we'll see. We'll see in the future. We'll see if investors believe in me as I give these talks and conversations in boardrooms. And we'll see if if the population is interested in using the product. Time will tell, family. Time will tell. All right. So we're going to end the episode there. I hope everyone is doing well. If you're on a high, feeling damn good, ride it out. Won't last forever. And if you're on a low, it's a double-edged sword. It won't last forever. Keep battling. You'll make it out. That's it for this week's episode of Interplanetary Monkeys. This is Hunter Klein, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace, peace.